So I had to stop the stream and restart it, so we're going to be okay now. God damn it. I hate putting these up in parts. Ugh. The worst. So anyway. What's up with you?
What were we talking about?
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I'm going to put these two halves together now that I can't use Power Director, so that's what I'm
You can't use Power Director anymore?
No, because I got a new computer and I tried to download the one I already had, like the other model, and they're like, you can't do that, you need to buy a new one. And I'm like, well, I ain't doing that.
Ah.
So like, you know,
well, that's a shame.
probably go fuck yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Jordan Grace, Lacey Ryan, Jordan gets the win. I don't like multiple title defenses. I would limit that so that way that they're more prestigious. And I feel like having wrestlers wrestle more than once a month can really hurt their uniqueness, their specialness.
Yeah.
So even though financially it'd be harder, I would try to find a way to do that too. So that way these wrestlers have much more of an emphasis, because part of a Conor McGregor, John Jones appeal is that they only fight 3 or 4 times a year. Same reason Brock Lesnar's so over. Same reason why The Rock is so big when he comes back. With The Undertaker, Goldberg. Because they're so, they're limited.
Yeah.
If you do that across the board, yeah. Now, I don't know how you make up the loss of income. I don't know if you make it, bigger deals, better one per night stuff. I don't know. That would be an idea that I would peruse. So backstage or behind the scenes, Fallah Bahh and TJP are preparing for the tag team titles against the North next week. They want to become the first Filipino tag team champions in history. Oh, look at them. Remember Fallah Bahh's tag team partner, Mario Baccarat?
Oh, yeah. When he first came in.
Speaking of first coming in, Gabby Lauren's interviewing this young upstart by the name of Chris Sabin. Super Sabin.
You think he'll make a name for himself?
I don't know, but he's pointing to his palm a lot. He might have the corona.
Is that what that means?
I think so. Hail Sabin, the Lord, the Master, the man named after a Final Fantasy character. Chris Sabin's back on my TV screen. But I think he's been worth Impact for the last year working behind the scenes. I don't know if he is or if that was just a one taping thing. But Sabin is cleared medically to return to the ring and will be at TNA's event in April. Hail Sabin.
Ooh.
Thackeray, what do we say on this channel?
Hail Sabin?
There it is. Don't even need to make this shit. We don't even need to, improvise this shit. We are good to go. He will be the special referee. I guess he wasn't cleared. Never mind. For the King of the Mountain World title match at TNA, there's no place like home. Moose Interruption says he will be competing in the match, but has a tough time grasping the rules, which is a great dig at the complicated, convoluted nonsense that the King of the Mountain match is. And the King of the Mountain match is very simple. It's a reverse ladder match. You get the belt, you climb up to the top of the ladder, and you hang the belt. The only way you can get the belt, however, or be eligible to get the belt, is if you score a pinfall at some point during the match. If you are the person who are pinned, you go into the penalty box for 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes. And then after that point, you can get back into the fight. So it's actually not that complicated. It took me 30 seconds. Y'all are making this too big of a deal. Ty's backstage, and she's mourning her loss to Tessa for the world title. Rosemary's at the bar, and she remembers her friend, the Bunny. They bond over both having lost everything that was important to them. Oh, adorable. You're the Rosemary aficionado?
Yes.
Thoughts on Rosemary being lay sad over lay Bunny?
I like this segment, and I like the idea where it's fun, because Rosemary is like, we lost everything. We tried to do everything we could to be happy again. We just feel empty. You lost everything, Valkyrie. Now we can finally come together and be best friends. Essentially, that's essentially what she said. So I'm on board.
Because you're my best friend.
I mean, I appreciate that the last few months for Rosemary have really been like her trying to get the bunny back, and now she realizes that the bunny's gone, and now she has to go. She has to move on. She's gotten her closure, Chad.
The bunny,
and now she can be BFFs with the Valkyrie.
The bunny is all elite.
Yes.
Rosemary can't make an impact in that. I got the word plays. I'm down with Taya and Rosemary being a thing. Especially if this brings back the Knockouts Tag Team titles. Big proponent of the tag team titles. Bring them back. So Josh Matthews announces that the Impact Wrestling Twitter account has been hacked.
Oh no!
Oh no! It's Mr. Bill! Mr. Bill! Mr. Johnny Swinger! Johnny Swinger, Glenn Gilberty versus Willie Mack. 2-on-1, go.
So Swingman and the Gilberty, they're doing their stuffs. They're using all their gimmicks on Willie Mack, and then Ace Austin runs into Willie Mack's corner, makes the hot tag, and defends the Big Mac Daddy. I am intrigued. I have to put away my typical, you can't just interject someone into a handicap match halfway through, make it a tag team match like it's no big thing. Because I'm also intrigued as to where this is going to go.
Ace Austin's going to be doling out some of his porn star friends to Willie Mack.
I mean, if Willie's down with that, then go right on ahead.
Down with the porn. Gotta get up, gotta get down with the pornness. Su Yung attacks the Havoc.
Yeah.
That's about
it.
Glenn Gilberty, Johnny Swinger, Ace Austin, and Joey Ryan should form a stable. The Porn Horsemen.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm going to make that a thing. Glenn Gilberty and Johnny Swinger get into an argument after the loss to Willie Mack and Ace Austin. Gilberty quits before storming off. What do you mean quits?
I mean, I guess he quit the tag team. Did he quit Impact too?
Well, he's going to be on the No Place Like Home show, so I doubt it. I have to watch Gut Check Week 2 and 3. I am behind. Then we get the final best of 5, Michael Elgin, Eddie Edwards, and the winner is a draw?
Oh, joy.
Gotta love it. You know, so Elgin locks into submission while Eddie gets him in with a running predicament, in a pinning predicament, I'm sorry. At the exact same time, Eddie scores the pin while Elgin forces him to tap. I hate these convoluted bullshit fuckeries. Because at a certain point, a real league would have been like, we will prioritize the pin over the submission or the submission over the pin.
Right.
This is why wrestling should always have time limits.
Not only is this why wrestling should always have time limits, this is why wrestling always needs like some sort of figurehead.
Yes.
To actually handle these calls. Because you can't just have Tessa Blanchard come out and say, I don't give a shit, I'll fight both. That's not how this works.
Lay fuckery sigh. So it's going to be Elgin versus Edwards versus Blanchards. No,
Yes.
no, hang on. It's going to be Edwards versus Elgin versus Edwards. There we go. Just going to keep with the E theme. At No Surrender, Hard Justice, One Night to Kill, 2 Nights to Live, 3 Nights to Die. That's actually a good name for a movie series. Neo-noir Western.
I mean, everything you just listed sounded like a James Bond.
James Bond or like a 1930s mystery. The Maltese Falcon. South by Your Dad. 14 moons over the Baconator. The 37 Tequila Sunrise. 2 boobs in a valley. The last one's actually just a different name for Lawrence of Arabia. I'm fine. I'm fine with the match.
Okay.
I'm not a big triple threat guy or 4 corners guy, or I like my one-on-ones. But as you know, we have taken Elgin to task like a whipping boy on this channel, on this podcast. We will continue to burn away his sins with our scathing banter and rhetoric. But I cannot tell a lie. No, I cannot tell a lie. Michael Elgin is arguably the best wrestler in the company. Pains me to say that. Flabby Eddie over here needs to drop a few LBs. Get himself into that nice tight fit status that he used to be in. Granted, he was never tight and fit. That was Davey, but he wasn't this flabby. Just stop eating carbs, dude. Like, you don't need to go keto. You don't need to kill your fucking renal system. Just lay off the goddamn pasta and bread, eat more lean meat, and do some sit-ups in the morning. There's no reason why you look like that at 35, 36, and Buff Bagwell looks like he does at 50.
What's Jay Christ's excuse?
He's from Dayton. Both the Christs and the Edwards need to hit the goddamn treadmill for like even better. You know what? The treadmill's hard on the knees. I get it, boys. Take some fucking swimming courses, for Christ's sakes.
Seriously. Like Dave Christ either has like a jacket on all the time so he can't even fucking tell, or he was never in that great of shape to begin with. But Jay Christ has put on such a gut in the last like 6 months. It's crazy.
I know it's illegal and unethical to do body weight measurements. I'm about at that point. If Falaba can lose half a person and a half in a year, you motherfuckers can cut 15 pounds of water weight.
Seriously. Come on, guys.
Stop being such paunchy little fucks, please. I want this entered into the record book, by the way.
Paunchy little fucks.
Paunchy little fucks. See, we'll come at you, man. I don't give a fuck who you are. If I think you need to drop some LBs, I'm going to tell you need to drop some goddamn LBs. I do want to make a point of note, however. Just because I think they need to lose weight to improve their cardio and look a bit better as performers and competitors, that does not mean that their value as a person is somehow diminished. I have to put this in there as a caveat, because some people are going to be like, because I'll tell you what there, folks, if you watch ESPN, you see someone who's overweight, they're going to tell you, so-and-so's playing like shit because he's fat. Well, actually, because he's overweight, but he's fat. And then more words of Scott Steiner, he's like, fat asses. He's also hungry. And I'm glad to hear that Scotty Steiner's doing well. Zachary, you didn't know this because you don't know shit. Scott Steiner had a heart attack over the weekend.
Oh, damn.
Well, it's not so much confirmed to be a heart attack as it was a heart episode. And now I'm just reminded of a line from Titus. What's the difference between a heart attack and a heart episode? A heart episode is what you have when you have an HMO. Fucking love it. So yeah, he had a heart kind of situation. He collapsed. They called the paramedics immediately, or the paramedics were already on site. They got him in, got him to the hospital, got him checked out. He went under a heart procedure, I think, on Sunday or Monday. His wife announced on Tuesday that he has made or Monday that he's going to make a full recovery. He's going to have a 100% complete recovery from this. And she buried the lead because I didn't know he was married. When I saw that headline, Scott Steiner's wife, I went, Medeja? So apparently, Scott Steiner's been married since 2000?
Really?
Yes. And apparently, Scott Steiner has 2 children.
What?
Do you want to hear the best part? It took Marcus a second to get why this was so funny to me. Take a guess what Scott Steiner's son's name is, or one of his sons.
Rick?
No, that would have actually been, comical. Not comical, but familial. The blonde-headed uber beast Scott Steiner has a son named Brock.
It makes so much sense.
It all makes sense. I'm not saying Brock Lesnar's only 23 years old and was genetically altered in a lab to be the son of Scott Steiner, but had the son of Scott Steiner look like Brock Lesnar. I'm just saying that you can't take it off the table. Minnesota, Michigan, they're both wrestlers. They're both jacked up blonde freaks. They both speak incomprehensibly.
Are we still certain that Jordan Grace is stuck?
Yes, I believe that is true. I believe that Scott raised Jordan and Brock side by side, but Brock was a super freak who was genetically altered in a lab to be a 22-year-old man at the age of 2, which is why he was such a pain in the ass and why he didn't want to play with the other boys and girls in 2004 because he wanted to go play football. Want to go play football without the other boys.
Makes so much sense.
Right?
I'm on board.
The Steiner family.
I understand everything now.
It all makes so much sense. So, jokes aside, Scott's son is actually a wide receiver recruit coming out of the same high school that his cousin Bronson Steiner went to. Let me paraphrase, or let me recertify. I'm under the illusion that his son's name is Brock, because Scott's there's a Brock Steiner who's related to him. This is an undeniable fact. I am not sure if that's Rick's son, and Scott's wife was retweeting stuff about her nephew, or if she was retweeting stuff about her son, because she did retweet some stuff about Bronson, and Bronson is the son of Rick Steiner. So, questions abound, yo.
So many questions.
So many questions. But it doesn't take away from the fact that Brock Lesnar's actually a Brock Steiner. Be it Rick or Scott, he's a Steiner brother. Steiner son. Steiner son! Dun, dun, dun. Steiner son! I really hope Bronson Steiner doesn't suck at wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he got such a look, man. Like, Impact needs to sign this cat like today. We need some more Steiners in wrestling. So yeah, Steiner-son. What is on your mind, my dear friend?
Not much really. Not a whole lot of shit going on other than just work and moving in and other stuff like that.
So here's something a little bit serendipitous.
Ooh.
So the Dark Order revealed that the Exalted One will be revealed on next week's edition of AEW Dynamite, which takes place in the Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York. Over the past several weeks, speculation has led to numerous possible names for the group's leader as Christopher Daniels, Matt Hardy, Lance Archer, Raven, and Luke Harper. Lance Archer also debuted today on AEW Dynamite as Jake Roberts' protege.
Ooh.
So yeah. Next Tuesday, we find out ICU, and next Wednesday, we find out the Exalted One. Give me the odds, in your opinion, that both the ICU and the Exalted One are both Matt Hardy.
I'm going to call Slim.
Slim?
Very slim.
Slim to none or just slim?
Just slim. I'm not going to rule it out completely. Because who knows what the fuck's going on. That would be... If that was true, let's think of the ramifications of that being true. Because AEW... I'm not entirely up on AEW's contracts and how those things work. I know Impact, for the most part, has open contracts where Impact is the priority, but you can also work.
So, fuck everything we just talked about tonight.
What?
This is not directly related to WrestleMania, so I'm saying this as a foresight that this will happen. WrestleMania is going to get canceled.
Oh, yeah?
The NBA just suspended their entire season.
Ooh.
Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert has apparently been tested positive for the coronavirus.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This ain't Joe Schmo off the bench who probably got it from a hooker. This is Rudy Gobert, who probably got out from an escort. You know, the high-class hookers. I'm making a little bit of light of it because he's a very young man who's in shape, but I also need to realize that very tall people, like people over 6'10", 7 feet tall, have heart issues quite regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that Rudy doesn't have some underlying issue that we're not aware of. Because otherwise, he might have a lot harder of a comeback. So the Oklahoma City-Utah Jazz game got postponed today. A source told ESPN's Royce Young that Gobert was never at Chesapeake Energy Arena on Wednesday, but he was in Oklahoma City and was set to play if he tested negative for the coronavirus. Players were on the floor for warm-ups when they were told to return to the locker rooms, and about 30 minutes later, fans were told the game was postponed due to unforeseen circumstances. Jazz and Thunder players are currently quarantined in the arena. And Charlotte Hornets coach James Borrego, speaking before his team played at Miami on Wednesday with news of the shutdown broke during the fourth quarter, said, "These are scary times." The ironic thing is I went to ESPN to check the score of the Mavericks game. Mm-hmm. Winning, by the way. And I see that, and yeah, this is this is fucking real, man. So, and the ironic thing is, in mid-April, like April 20th, I think, Impact was running a show, 2 shows in Columbus for TV tapings, and me and Swisher were going to go together.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's happening anymore.
Probably not.
Time to stock up on the bean soup and spam collection.
Oh, God, I love the spam.
I'm telling you what, man. The spam looks just like the shit they put in all those Japanese beef dishes. So, like, what if it's just spam they're using?
Possible.
So this is huge news, and I should probably go and do an article about this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Although I just got yelled at by my editor. Posting so late in the evening is it's the worst time to do it. I'm sorry, dude. These are time-sensitive pieces I'm working on. I really can't wait 12 hours so you can get, your funsies. My bad.
I mean, I gotta agree with you. If shit breaks, you gotta get on it.
Yup. So this is gonna be an interesting few days, and honestly, I was kind of looking forward to watching an NBA game without fans just to see what that would be like.
Yeah.
I guess that's not gonna happen. So yeah, we will. We're gonna go because I have to actually do work now. Zachary, any final thoughts on this week's show?
No.
All righty then.
There's some shit going on.
There is some shit going on. I have been your host, Chad Porter. You can find me on Twitter at ChadNerdCorp, ChadNerdCorp, and on Instagram at Chad's Photo Hut. You can find Thackeray over there at Radiance2020, RADIANCE2020 on both Instagram and DeviantArt.
Correct.
You can find the website, realnerdcorp.com, RealNerdcorp.com, or on the Instagram at RealNerdCorp. Keep an eye out for the Woman Crush and Wrestler of the Week. Those will be posted on both those sites here in about 20 minutes. We are also on Twitter at NERDCORP, on YouTube.com/Wrestling Underground or The Wrestling Underground. It's one of the two. I'm sorry I didn't make these unilaterally. I'm stupid. And you can find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Wrestling Underground. I think YouTube is The Wrestling Underground, truthfully. So, keep that in mind. So, for Thackeray, Tyler, Pew Pew Duncan, I'm Chad Porto. We are going to, just ride this one out, folks. It's going to be a thing. Thackeray, you alive?
I'm here.
The Corona guy.
I'm here. I'm not positive yet. I'm still negative.
He's got the Corona. He's got the Lyme and the Corona.
This is America, where we are founded on negative until positive.
But see, that works out so many levels because I know so many negative ass people. Oh, you pessimistic pansy ass bitches. Zach is not on with us tomorrow night, but Marcus and I will be here through all the Corona fears. We will be talking comics. We got 8 issues of The Boys to get through. I think it's 8. We're going to be talking about Castlevania Season 3. They don't have the Corona, but they got the Hell Demons to worry about. That's a thing. At some point earlier in the show, you said something and I was going to make a Doom reference, but I forgot what it was, and here we are. Do you know that Doom finally has a backstory?
Really?
Yeah, like an actual backstory bullshit. It's like, all right, whatever. So, yeah, we're done.
Didn't need it up till now, but okay.
Right? Been around for 28 years. Finally got one. We'll be back tomorrow for ComicCorp on twitch.tv/ComicCorp. Nope, that's not right. Twitch.tv/Comic and GameCorp. That's the handle. Twitch.tv/Comic and GameCorp. ComicAndG. God damn it. ComicAndGameCorp. Comic and Game Corp. That's Twitch. That's where to find us. 9 p.m. tomorrow. Me and Marcus Green hanging out, doing stuff. Twa-la-la and diddly-dee. Zachary, take a night.
Good night, NBA season.